Let's switch things up now to cricket on the Sportsmax zone. Mariah Ramharack is home in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, where she caught up with the St. Lucia Kings pacer Kesrick Williams.
I'm here now with Kesrick Williams. He needs no introduction. I'll start by asking you about your time so far in Trinidad and Tobago for the CPL, playing for the St. Lucia Kings.
Well, it's been great. I mean, we got in on Monday. We got 2 days of needed rest because we played 2 back-to-back Saturday and Sunday in our hometown. So it's always good to be in Trinidad. The wickets here, I mean, it's wickets that I really like to bowl on. So let's see what will happen. The guys are pumped after coming off the back of a win. We have 2 wins in the bag now. We have 2 games here in Trinidad. We're trying to leave here with those 2 wins going to Guyana. So we know how the Trinidad fans are, but at the end of the day, we just have to come out and execute the plans that we plan in the dressing room and do well.
How are the Trinidad fans? Do you ever feel intimidated, representing the St. Lucia Kings and hearing the crowd, booing you when you're doing well and, of course, cheering for their team?
That's just a motivator for me. I mean, I like the Trinidadian fans because at the end of the day, we know they don't really mean to kill you. They support their Trinidadian team. So, I mean, we know how we got the support in St. Lucia. The St. Lucians were behind us 100%. So if they're behind Trinidad 100%, no problem. We know what the atmosphere is like here. So at the end of the day, we just had to stay focused on our task. And on Sunday, we have to try to beat Trinidad, and that's the main thing that we really, really want to do. They're 1 up on us this year. I mean, when you check the table in terms of winning, I think they win us by a mile in terms of games. But we want to try to change that around this Sunday and try to get an extra 1 over them and see how we can move into the playoffs. We're trying to keep the same energy that we had in the last game against St. Kitts, and we start to play our first game here in Trinidad against the same St. Kitts team. So if we can beat them going into Sunday's game, we'll be full of confidence. We know that, yes, they're coming off of a back of a win, and we know how dangerous they are. But at the end of the day, we still have to play cricket. Cricket is played 1 ball at a time, and 1 ball can out anybody. So we're not really worried about the powerful TKR team or the fans. At the end of the day, cricket is played on the day and on the park, so we're not worried too much.
And as you say that, talk to me about the strengths of this St. Lucia team.
This year, it's good to see that Johnson Charles is in form. He made back the West Indies team. Alzari has been doing very well for us. The skipper scoring some runs in the last game. Also, we have Matthew Ford, a young man who just came in. He got 3 wickets for 19, so that's some good signs for us. We are also missing somebody that we really wish that he was here, Tim David, who has been doing very well for us in the entire tournament. He has done well for us last year, myself. So it's just for us to just continue to doing well. I mean, Raston Chase haven't clicked as yet, and we know how dangerous he is. He was the MVP last year. So the team is really is a packed team full with impactful players, not stars. So that's what we want, impactful players, and I hope that we can make an impact starting Saturday.
What would it mean to you and, of course, your team if you are to walk away with the CPL title 2020?
Well, I know what losing is because I've played with this team, and we had a really packed superstar team with Kieran Pollard and David Warner and these guys, and we won 1 game that year. So I know what losing is. So to win the CPL with the St. Lucia franchise, it will mean a lot for me, for the people of St. Lucia, and for the guys in the team, and also for Darren Sammy, who is now our coach. I mean, he has been with the franchise from inception, so it will mean a lot for him. So that will be really great for me, to be honest. Winning CPL with the St. Lucia Stars and winning it with a different franchise, I've done it before with Tallawahs, so it will be great to do it with St. Lucia now.
Kesrick, we want to wish you all the best. Good luck to you and the St. Lucia Kings. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, so the Kings will be up against the Patriots in the morning match on Saturday, and then in the evening match, the Tallawahs take on the Night Riders. So lots of exciting action coming up on the CPL Hero CPL tournament this weekend, George, and Kesrick looks ready for action.
Yeah, one of the players who was a neutral's favorite for so many versions of the CPL, with his fancy celebrations and his dancing, writing into his imaginary book with his imaginary pen, and got the confidence taken from him. And to be fair, from Chadwick Walton roughed him up a bit and was mimicking his celebrations and everything. Kesrick hasn't been the same, and he was a player I liked, a nice guy, but Kesrick seems to, confidence is such a thing where people don't want to be confident and to be extrovert because they're afraid that if it goes wrong, people will mock them. I just go hard. I am me, and I'd be this way if I were failing at my job, or if I wasn't regarded by the people I think are important as being quality in what I do. I'd still be me because that's just the way I do it. So we have some people, when they're doing something and they meet failure, they stop and say, you know what? Maybe I'll become successful if I cut out the extrovert celebrations. No, that's you.
Yes.
And I get the impression that Kesrick has bottled himself in where that is concerned,
yes.
and then his ability and his success has also been folded up.
Right.
And I want to see Kesrick express himself again. Do your celebrations when you dismiss a batsman. So what if somebody else comes and hits you for 6? Yeah. It's the nature of the game. Yes. So I want to see Kesrick free himself. So whomever has Kesrick's navel string in a bottle buried somewhere, free up the man.
Be like your Prime Minister, Kesrick, who is a very confident man himself, having ruled in St. Vincent and the Grenadines for decades upon decades. As we go to break, let's look at Saturday's CPL fixtures coming up. There is the morning match between the Patriots and the Kings at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba, and then the evening game, 7 o'clock local time, 6 o'clock in Jamaica. It's the Trinbago Knight Riders against the Jamaica Tallawahs, and that comes up on Saturday, both on Sportsmax, your home of champions.